Hi, Capricorn. So let's do a love reading for you today. I have two tarot decks and two oracle decks that we're going to use. We'll lay a 4-layered spread so we can hopefully get a really good look at the energy between you and the person that you're thinking about. So we have Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, Six of Cups, King of Swords, the World, the Fool, the Empress, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Underneath this deck, we have Knight of Swords. So then I'm going to get 6 of these Prism Oracle cards to add the next layer. So there's Anger, Mystery, Confidence, Anxiety, Consciousness, Isolation. Underneath this deck is Balance. I'm going to get 6 of these tarot cards for our third layer. There's the Ace of Pentacles again, Knight of Wands, 5 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Tower. Underneath this deck is the Page of Swords. And then we're going to get 2 of these big picture oracle cards, and then we're going to really get into it. So we have the House, the Handshake, and underneath this deck is the Medal. So there is definitely coming through already. There's a lack of communication in this relationship some way or another, because the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords are both underneath these decks. And so when I see that, it means we're not really communicating with each other. We're not expanding our awareness of the situation in one way or another. So hopefully we can get to this. So if you feel like the relationship has been imbalanced, or with this Medal, if you feel like you're not being recognized in this relationship, it feels like you're both feeling that way. You're both feeling unheard, unrecognized, a lack of balance, but it could just be something as simple. We'll see. It could be something as simple as just talking to each other about it and getting all your cards out on the table, so to speak. But let's just really get into it. So the energy that you have between the two of you is a pretty good one. It looks good. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, Consciousness, Page of Wands, and the Handshake. So this is really telling me that it doesn't feel like there's a lot of blockages between the two of you. There's a really good opportunity that exists. This consciousness between the two of you tells me that you feel like this is a very divinely connected relationship. There's a lot of camaraderie, agreements. With the Page of Wands, it's like, well, especially with the Ace and the Page, it's like you both feel like there's a fresh start here. So either this is the beginning of a really good relationship, or it's a new beginning to what once was a bad relationship is now becoming new. So make that make sense for you. But the energy that you're putting forth towards each other is very optimistic. It looks divinely guided. You look excited about it. You both look ready to go. And there's this opportunity here for a fresh start. So again, whether this is a fresh start between the two of you or it's new, you're going to have to make that part work for yourselves. But there's something about communication that's really in the way here. So in your person's feelings, we have the Fool and Anxiety. That's a tricky combination because the Fool is meant to just go for it without overthinking it. But the Anxiety card is absolutely the card of overthinking. So your person is conflicted clearly. They would love to take a chance on you. They would love to take a risk on you. But there's the shadow element of them with this anxiety that's making them feel stuck. And until they can transcend this anxiety or overcome that feeling, it may be that they're not going to take this leap towards you. I'm seeing this 4 of Pentacles here, which is also giving me a clue that your person is holding themselves back due to overthinking. And again, this could be where communication could become important when it comes to empowering this relationship or rebirthing it or even bringing it into existence with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So in your person's actions, we see the Empress and the Four of Pentacles. Again, these are two very different energies. The Empress is expansive and full of growth and curiosity and newness and creation, expansion. The Four of Pentacles is attachments, conservation, the opposite. These are basically mutually exclusive energies. And so again, I'm getting that from your person, that they want this because we're seeing major arcana. We're seeing the Fool, we're seeing the Empress. Your person absolutely wants this relationship with you, but they're holding themselves back due to overthinking. And this Knight of Swords and this Page of Swords could represent overthinking as well. So we'll have to keep going and see how this is going to go and unfold. But I do see your person wants this so badly, but they just are holding themselves back. This anxiety, overthinking type of energy, conserving their energy type of energy is really coming through. So you, in your feelings, you're the King of Pentacles in isolation. Yes, of course, it stands to reason that you would feel isolated in this situation because your person is holding themselves back. We very clearly see in their actions the Four of Pentacles. And so I think that you're busy steadily working on your income, perhaps with the King of Pentacles, or something that stabilizes you. You're organizing things, you're accomplishing things. You could be working on employment or projects, your home, self-nurturing with the King of Pentacles. Make that part make sense for you. But you're doing it by yourself. You're being a King of Pentacles badass by yourself because your person is just holding back. Despite the fact that they want to take a risk on you, they want to grow with you, everything is going great. I don't see anything wrong in the energy between the two of you when you are together. So this is very much in their own head type of energy. And you're feeling like, where did you go? So I'm just going to focus on myself. Your actions are the Page of Pentacles and the Tower. Now, this is a really cool combination, and let me explain this to you, because the Tower is when it all falls down, right? The Tower is when the rug gets pulled out from underneath something. In this case, your actions are the Tower. You, yourself, are going to pull the rug out from under this relationship. That is what you are going to do. But you're also showing up as a Page of Pentacles. So what this tells me is that you are saying to this person, it's time. The time is now. That if we're going to do this, we're going to do this now. We're going to seize the moment now. But we can't do it the way we have been doing it. We can't have a relationship where you're overthinking and holding back. That doesn't make a good relationship. So we're going to pull the rug out from under that. We're going to let it all fall down. But then we're going to rebuild with the Page of Pentacles. And so it looks to me like your actions toward this person is basically saying, are you with me or are you not? Because if you're with me, we're going to build it right. And if you're not with me, fine. We're just going to burn it down and pretend like this never happened. That's the energy I'm really getting from you, Capricorn. And this Page of Pentacles is a very Capricornian type of energy where you want to build something. You're the King of Pentacles, Capricorn. That is you. And you want to build. You want things to matter. You want things to last. You want it to be meaningful. But this is not meaningful. Overthinking and holding back is not meaningful. And that's exactly the thing that's going to tick you off. And you're just going to say, I'm not doing this, but if you want to do it right, let's build. We can build together from the ground up, but that's the only way. So your person sees you as the Six of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Certainly this person knows you are their person. They see you for who you are. They see you as the stable Ace of Pentacles type of person, situation, opportunity, forever person. There's a lot of success, a lot of good things that they see about you. In fact, that's all they see about you at this point are good things. There's peace coming off of this, balance, harmony, all kinds of good energies coming from this. But yet the relationship is unbalanced because this is at the bottom of the deck because they're holding themselves back. So they see you very clearly. I think they understand that they are the problem, that this is not you that's the problem. The energy that exists between the two of you is amazing. And they know that, but it's their own head, their own shadow side that they need to alchemize and transmute in order to let go of this overthinking and just take the leap. The way you see them is the King of Swords and the Five of Wands. Yes, you see them as fighting this, which is true. I see them as fighting this. You see them as putting their head over their heart, which is completely blocking them from this entire thing. They're using their intellect instead of their intuition. They're not using their heart chakra. The balance card is green. It represents the heart chakra, but it's under the deck. They're blocking their own heart chakra because they're overthinking it. We now have the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Swords with the Five of Wands, which is saying this mental conflict is really all in their head. And that's what overthinking is. You spiral, you use your thinking mind too much and not your heart, then you're going to end up in this very conflict type of energy. And I can see that they're in that. We said these two energies are the opposite of each other. The Fool and Anxiety are opposite, mutually exclusive energies. The Empress and the Four of Pentacles, same idea. They want you, they want to grow towards this, but they're not allowing themselves to do it. So I can see that you are reading the room correctly. You see them as a King of Swords and a Five of Wands. They're fighting it in their own head, in their own thoughts. Their thoughts are keeping them from something that could be really, really great. Because again, we see how great this can be. This opportunity and camaraderie and just beauty with consciousness that exists between the two of you, excitement with the Page of Wands, but they're like not allowing themselves to have that. So their intentions are the Eight of Wands and anger. So this gives me the feeling that this person is really used to being disappointed and really used to having people maybe pick fights with them or have explosive relationships or that type of energy, but that's not what you're offering them. And I think they sense that because we have the Fool and the Empress, but yet it's almost like they have this expectation that things are going to go sideways, so why bother? So this again is their own shadow side, not allowing them to see the possibilities that exist here that are clearly here. This with the Page of Wands energy between the two of you here, this is about adventure and taking risks. We saw the Fool, but your person is just assuming that this relationship is going to be bad. So it's almost like whatever happened, perhaps if this is someone you're making a fresh start with, that perhaps they're holding on too much to the past, or if this is a new relationship, which I'm really kind of getting for most of you, it's new because we see the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. They are having you pay for the sins of whoever their ex-partners were. So for example, if they had an explosive relationship with their last 3 partners, they just assume that's going to happen with you, which is why they're holding themselves back, which is why we're seeing this dichotomy in the energy of, I really want this, but I'm not going to do it. So your intentions are the World and confidence. And I love this for you too. These cards are really great as far as I'm concerned about you, because you're saying that you can still confidently head towards this. You can be patient with them. You can allow them time to do their shadow work, but you don't need this person. The World card means that you have done all of your spiritual growth when it comes to whatever this lesson was, whatever this particular lesson was. That you know with the Tower and the Page of Pentacles that you're not accepting this. You're not accepting this at face value. You're not accepting someone who is purposefully holding themselves back, but you are giving them an opportunity to build with you. But you are the King of Pentacles, so you can confidently say to yourself, which you are, that if this person wants to rebuild with me, wonderful. If they don't want to rebuild with me, wonderful, because I will be fine either way. I have done enough on my own. I understand how intimate relationships should be. I've learned enough lessons about what I don't want. I know this current energy that this person is giving me is what I don't want. But if they want to alchemize their shadow side, come towards me in the right way, you're still confidently open to it. So I love that for you. So then finally, let's look at the energy here that also exists between the two of you, the things that really keep the two of you together. So we have the Six of Cups, Mystery, Knight of Wands, and the Home. So these are very intimate types of cards. The Six of Cups, the Home, are really about really feeling at peace with this person, feeling like this person is your home. I get this sense that, especially with the Mystery card, that the two of you just get lost in each other, that you really fall deep into each other's realms, is what I'm getting, especially with the Mystery card. And the Knight of Wands, there's clearly a lot of passion that exists between the two of you, attraction, you're magnetically pulled to each other. And so these energies keep you together. And so that bodes well for your person doing the work, because there's so many clues here that they really want this with you. They're very drawn to you. You feel like home to them. They get lost in you. We saw the Fool. We saw the Empress. So there's so many clues here that your person really wants you, really wants this, but they're holding themselves back. So this bodes well for them alchemizing that part, to stop blaming you either for the past or stop blaming you for other people's wrongdoings in their past. Just assuming that this is going to be a bad relationship because all of their previous relationships were bad. So I do feel like they have to let that go. And there is a good opportunity here for them to do that. And you are going to wait, but this doesn't say you're going to wait forever. You're confident. You, Capricorn, are the King of Pentacles. It doesn't matter what your gender is. Anyone can be a king. But this is the point, that you're too confident to stay in something that's not right for you, that's not good enough for you, that's not open enough for you, that's not willing to be vulnerable with you and take that risk with you or on you. So I think that there is an opportunity here for sure for your person to do that work and to decide to put their heart over their head and make that leap towards you. But it's up to you how long you want to wait. But there is a really excellent opportunity here. But unfortunately, this is out of your hands, that you just have to wait and see what this person is going to do and alchemize things. I think it's important that you don't focus on time frames. Just focus on what your heart and your intuition are telling you. So there you go, Capricorn. This is your love reading. Will you please let me know how this was resonant for you? Consider subscribing to the channel if you like my vibe, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.